Hello everyone, today we'll find the radius in n term and vn term, velocity in vn term and energy in vnth term, and the time period and the frequency uh, from the Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom. Okay, this is the hydrogen atom, this is the velocity, and this is electron, and this is the nucleus having proton. Okay, and this is the distance, we say this is the radius. Okay, and now we'll find each term one by one. Okay, let's go. So we know that from the electrostatic force, Fn equal to 1 by 4 absolute naught E into E, like Q into Q, so it's like E square by Rn square. Okay, so we know that this is this is a kind of circular motion, so we can also apply like centripetal force. Okay, so what is the centripetal force is F equal to mv square by R. So here we can write mvn square by rn and 1 by 4 pi absolute naught E square by Rn square. So from here we can remove one Rn and one Rn from here. So we have mv square is equal to 1 by 4 absolute naught E square by Rn. Okay, and also we know that the angular momentum is like this. Okay, mv, v is like vn and rn, from n is equal to n by 2 nh by 2 pi. Okay, and we have ln and vn square. What we'll do, like we'll find the vn from here. Vn is equal to nh by 2 pi m rn. Okay, so this is our vn, but we need to first find the rn. And how we'll find the rn? So put vn value here in vn square, so we'll get nh by 2 pi m rn is like whole square E by 4 pi absolute naught by Rn. And after solving this, we'll get our Rn is equal to n square h square absolute naught divided by pi m square. Here we can find the relation is like R is proportional to n square. Okay, this is our relation between Rn and n square. Okay, so it is very clear. We'll find our Rn, and now we'll go to find the Vn. Okay, so let's find the Vn. So for finding Vn, we have already Vn equal to nh divided by 2 pi m Rn. Okay, where it formula comes from? So from here, like from here we can say that this formula is come from. And now what we'll do, we will put the Rn value. So Rn is equal to n square h square absolute naught divided by pi m e square. Okay, so we put Rn values here, so we'll get our Vn. So after putting it, we'll have Vn equal to e square by 2 h absolute naught n and we can say that the Vn is proportional to 1 by n. This is the formula. This is 2 is very important. Where we'll draw the graph, we'll draw as this. Okay, this is not the exactly one, like this is the kind of, this is the graph. Okay, this is the graph, this is V and this is N, and from previous graph we should know the Rn and graph. Okay, so this we'll draw the graph. The graph is like this extent, and this is N and here is R. Okay, so this is all about, we already find Rn and Vn. Now we'll find the En. Okay, so En, so finding En we'll know that En is equal to kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay, so let's go. We know the kinetic energy is half mvn square, and 1 by 4 absolute naught, and there is a negative sign of E by Rn. This is how, like we know work done is equal to VQ. So V is what, 1 by 4 pi absolute naught Q by R. So Q is nothing, just it is a E by Rn, and we'll take the minus because it is the charge of electron. Q here is the charge of an electron, so that's why we use minus E here. Okay, this is V and this is Q. So let's go. Now solving this problem, we have like mvn square, we already have like this. This is like we have the mvn square. We'll put this equation in that. Okay, so let's put the equation. We'll have 1 by 4 by absolute naught E square by Rn minus 1 by 4 absolute naught like E square by Rn. Okay, after solving we'll get minus E square by 8 pi absolute naught Rn. Okay, this is our En, and after putting Rn, we know that the Rn is n square h square absolute naught pi me square. So after putting this here, we will have me square by 8 h square, 8 h square absolute naught n square. So here we can have En is directly inversely proportional to the n square. Okay, this is the main formula. You need to also remember this. Okay, and after putting all this value, like we know the absolute naught. What is absolute naught? Absolute naught is 8.854 into 10 to the power 12. Okay, per Newton per square meter and coulomb square. Okay, this is a charge square, and me is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Okay, and E is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 coulomb, and H is equal to 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 34 JS. And after putting this value in this equation, we'll get E equal to E equal to minus 2.17 into 10 to the power minus 18 divided by 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 n square. And this is in the electron volt, and after we'll solve this, we'll get 13.6, like minus 13.6 n square in EV. So the answer will come, which is in the joule. So we'll converting the joule we need into EV, electron volt. So we need to divide it by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. So finally we'll have our E. Okay, so we already done with Rnth, Vn and En. Now we'll try to find the T. How we'll find the T? So what is T? T is equal to 2 pi r Rn by Vn. Okay, and we know that the Rn is equal to n square h square absolute naught by pi me square. Okay, and Vn equal to E square by 2h absolute naught n. Putting this here and putting this here, we will have our time period, which is proportional to this. Okay, and if you want to find T, then put this value here, and this you will get the T. But we'll now only use this proportionality. Okay, so and we can also say that frequency, like frequency is what? Frequency is just 1 by Tn. Is nothing, just 1 by Tn frequency. So we can say that if this is proportional to the n cube, so Vn, which is the frequency, is also proportional to the 1 by T, 1 by T. Okay, so this is like frequency, this is like time T. You can easily find by putting all this value. This is nothing a big deal. So finally we find this and this. Thank you everyone.